Alright, so if this was a normal first day of school, I'd be walking around the classroom, pointing to things and showing you what they were for, how we used them, what was expected of you throughout the year. So, a little bit different this year. Instead, we have a virtual classroom. And in this virtual classroom, there will always be a title slide that's going to show you whatever we're working on for the day. On this title slide, you'll also find links to the sheets that we're always going to need, the formulas we're always going to need, the references we'll always be making. So we've got the parent functions, exponent rules, the unit circle, properties of logs, trig identities, and we've even got a link to your online textbook. So you can always reference these things. We'll be going back and forth and talking about them all year, so you're going to need this easily available to you. The next thing you'd notice is that we have the objective slide and the essential question. Looks pretty much the same as the last slide, but it just specifically is telling you what's expected of you for this lesson and giving you some guiding questions for what you should really know by the end of this lesson. Again, you can still find the links for everything that you need to reference on the sides. The next thing that will show up is your actual lessons. So either the Google Slides will be linked here, or if it's a video that I want you to watch, however you're going to actually learn the material will show up next. Once you get to where your assignment is, you'll notice that the pictures on the side have changed, and that's because the links have now changed. They're not things that are helpful for the entire year, they're things that are specific to this unit. So you'll find the formulas for Unit 1, or the formulas for Unit 2, depending on what we're learning about, the key terms, helpful videos, and all the real-world things that you could use this for. You'll also find whatever you're supposed to be doing here. So you click on Kahoot, it'll bring you to the Kahoot lesson, and you can play the game, take the screenshot, turn it in. So it's just going to walk you through. As you go through the slides, it tells you exactly what you need to do in order to get full credit. So the next thing in this lesson that you had to do was then complete a Google form that was all about you. Since you learned about me first, then you learn about you. Keeps going. There might be multiple slides, there may only be one depending on what the activity is for the day. And then the last slide will always be your turn in slide. So this will tell you everything that you have to turn in order to get full credit. It also has a link to extra credit if you feel like you need it. And it has a little bit of a self-assessment for you to do. So thinking about 4, yeah, I totally got this, I understand it. I could definitely explain it to somebody else in the class. 3, I almost got it. I understand it myself, but I'm not so sure I could explain it. 2 is kind of, I need a little bit more help, but I definitely will get it. And 1 is, nope, you better be contacting me immediately. We got to sort this out and make sure you know what's going on. So this is just a brief overview of everything that your Google Classroom or your virtual Google Classroom has to offer for you. Hope it helps.